Hey love labs, it is Sister Gardy here. Hopefully y'all having a great day. I'm having a great day. We're back today in lovely Anime Champion Simulator because we're going to be going over how to get more damage in the game and how to level up your units fast, because I got these two questions when I put a basically a little questionnaire recently about some stuff that y'all want to know about. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. If you have not already though, please make sure you smash the like button, do the same subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it a lot, and let's just get right on into it. So first things first, let's talk about damage. Damage can come from a variety of different sources on a unit, whether that be traits, accessories, their talents, their level, whether they're godly or whether they're ascended. So let's go ahead and go through some of the easier ones. So first things first is getting that level. How do you level up your units? Real easy. You gotta go hatch. There is a few ways you can do it in order to speed this up. First, the most pay to win way, getting the ×2 XP game pass, using an XP booster, or one that you can actually work on getting something that you can use for the rest of the game that's free, which is getting a weapon. I would recommend getting a weapon because getting a skin limits you to just one unit, and it's getting anything with of knowledge. So what of knowledge does is decreases the amount of XP needed on a unit. So let's go ahead and equip this to one of my units. Let's see, what do we got? So this unit right here needs 350 billion to level up. So let me click on him. Let me hit select. Let's go check on him one more time. He now only needs 280 billion to level up. So he's going to level up the moment the level cap increases. It makes it much easier to level up your units. So for those of you that are struggling, I would recommend doing some raids, getting a legendary or a mythical item. Or what a lot of us have been doing is using the slicer. I'm still working on trying to transition mine over, and getting basically of knowledge on it. And basically what it allows it to do is you're cutting the amount you need. So that's something that you can invest in, and that is free to play. And by the way, guys, you get the slicer from completing the rock quest and the demon forest. So there you go. Now that you've increased the level of your unit, let's talk about the other ways you can increase the damage. The next way is getting the talents up. So more or less getting this damage modifier up. Now, how you do that is over here in the reroll section, over here to talents, click on the unit, and you just need to roll on them. I have made a video on how to farm these lovely little things right here, these little talent reroll tokens, and you can get about 500 an hour doing it. It's a little bit of a monotonous grind, but once you do it, that unit's going to be stuck with you for a while, so I would recommend doing it. The other way you can get more damage, that's actually pretty easy, but it's a little more pay to win, is getting godly units. So what godly units are basically a variant of that unit that has about a 20% damage increase or 20% stat increase. These are rare to hatch. These are a 1% chance to hatch. You can get these on cosmics as well. So if you are struggling, go ahead and start trying to go for those godlies, because they may actually be a big difference for your team. Now, we did talk about accessories. Accessories always make a big difference on what you have and what your units are able to do. And not all accessories are going to increase this little modifier right here for damage. Some of them do it in a different way. So let's see. So we have this Fierce Gold Cape here. It says an increase in attack speeds. So when I equip this to this drop unit right here, go ahead and hit select. He still is 1.9 billion, but he has an increased attack speed, which means he's gonna do more damage. So even if the equipment you're using does not have a bonus for damage, that doesn't mean it's not doing increased damage. So try getting something with attack speed. If you can't get that, I made a video yesterday about raid guides where I talked about all of the bonuses you can get on the accessories. So I would take a look at that and see if there's other ways that you can increase it. Going and doing raids and just maybe getting that secondary chest that's easier is definitely something I would recommend doing. I would recommend getting on at least once a day just to be able to get that extra raid chest. Now the next thing to look at that, again, is not something that is too terribly difficult, is just getting traits. So there are mythical traits. I'll go ahead and put up on the screen a list of all the traits, what they do. So getting mythical traits will help you out a lot. Even just a strong 3 will increase your damage. So kind of keep in mind what each of them do. Collector is not going to help with your damage. That is to strictly help with your drops. So if you're like, I can't get more damage, and you're using Collector 3, that would be why. Thief, though, does give a damage increase. Assassin, Black Hole, which this is, by the way, currently the meta is getting Black Hole and Assassin or Assassin and Sniper. Giant also gives a damage increase. It's not really that sought after though. Leprechaun does now give a damage increase. It used to not. Luck 3 does not either. So if you're upset because you're luck 3, yeah, that would be why. So it's just go ahead and getting some better traits. You get medals or quirks. You get medals by doing raids. So you just have to go work on some raids. Just go kill the first mini boss, and you'll automatically get some medals there. So there's plenty of medal farming guides. I'm not really going to go too deep into that. So getting your traits up is another good way. Next way to increase your damage, this one does require a little bit of work, and that is ascending. So if you don't know how to get essence for something, if you are trying to get essence for mythics, this would be something a little more for the free-to-play people or people with not a whole lot of luck. Green Namek is a really great place to get mythics and to get cosmics. If you're trying to get essence in general, you need to be hatching in the dragon orb, because these are the easiest mythics to get. These also have the easiest cosmics to get. They have the base rate, I think, of 1 in 400k is what everyone's been saying. So we don't know if that's been changed, but yeah. So you need to go to dragon and you need to be hatching, because here's the deal. When you ascend the first time, the second time just gives you an extra trait slot. The first time gives you a damage increase. So I actually have a unit that we can go ahead and upgrade. So the first upgrade only costs 10. So let's go ahead and go on up to, there we go. I actually have a cosmetic I am working on, trying to get on up. So we have this one here. Let's go and look at his base damage one more time before I click that button. So he's going to have 1.9 million right now. Go ahead and select that. And let's go ahead and select the cosmic he's going to eat. We're going to eat that one. Go ahead and hit that. All right. Let's go ahead and check his damage now. So even just doing one simple ascension got him 1,000,000 points of damage. So this is something that anyone can do. I'm not saying for cosmics. This works for legendaries as well. You can ascend legendaries 1 tier. So if you're just using legendaries, guess what? You can still do that with the essence machine. The other thing is maybe going and trying to hunt for units from a further zone. There has been confirmed that there is a little bit of damage increase in between each zone. I'm not sure on the percent, but going and getting units from another zone. The other way you can increase your damage is by getting a harmony bonus. Now, I've discussed this in length before, but I will discuss it again. Harmony is basically having either different units with these symbols on here, so we have order and chaos, or having different godlies, because they each count as a different, basically, icon here at the bottom. And harmony does give you a little bit of a damage bonus. I'm gonna unequip all. My damage bonus is 1.75, and if I equip all of these guys now, we're up to a 2.8. So I did get a full multiplier there for damage. This is something I would recommend working on. Now, the next thing you can work on in order to get more damage is just get extra equips. I know some of you are like, I'm free to play, I can't do that. My free to play account just got the +2 equip, okay? My free to play. If you do not believe me, go watch the last episode. I will have another episode on that later this week, by the way, probably on update day. Now, Tower has a lot of gems, guys. And I'm going to be talking about this tomorrow. So if those of you getting a little bit of extra early access here, Tower gives a lot of gems. Okay? So what I would recommend doing is, if you're missing out or you need some gems to help get, you know, that extra equip, I would recommend getting in the Tower. Tower also has, on floor 100, it gives you an extra plus equip. So for free-to-play players, even if you don't get the +2 equip gamecast, you can get up to 2 extra units. So basically it's a 70% increase your damage if you just go and do Tower. So don't neglect doing the Tower. It's something you can AFK. I mean, there is other ways to increase your damage, like buying boosts. I'm not going to talk about that because that's kind of that. Auto clicker. That's another good way you can increase your damage. You can buy this as free to play. That's pretty low gem count. So there you go, Plips. Hopefully this was helpful to increasing your damage. I know that can be kind of rough for some people, is getting that damage up, especially when you're starting out. My free to play account, it definitely feels it. My biggest tidbit to getting the most damage is just go hatch and then ascend. those are the kind of the two big factors, is just hatching and leveling up your units and ascending them. So the moment you can start ascending them, I would try and do that. I do believe the Ascension machine is locked behind Jojo, or it may be a little bit later. So the moment you can start doing that, I would recommend doing that. Also rerolls, raids. This is another really easy way to get extra damage. So there you go, plebs. Hopefully that helps, and I'll see y'all next time.